The boy Dub Deuce in the building.
All right, what up, what up, what up? It is that guy Dub, and I'm back with another video. How you guys doing at the end of the day? Shout it, I'm good money. Now today, we got a special guest in the building. My brother from another mother. You said we grew up, you say in the sandbox together. You know what I'm saying? Mr. King Woochi, what's happening, bro?
Hey man, what's going on, man?
Man, I'm chilling like an Eskimo, man, doing this podcast thing, man. You said trying to stay relevant out here in these streets.
Hey man, I see you, man. That one time you sent me the invitation, I was like, man, hey, whatever you got going on, I'm down.
Hell yeah. Now, we're gonna kick this thing off. You saying like, since it's your first time here, tell the people a little bit about yourself.
Well, you know, man, for those that don't know, man, I'm King Woochi, man. I'm a rapper, content creator myself. Have 3 albums. You can check it out on Apple Music. I do a podcast as well. But actually, right now, you know, I got a show that I'm actually doing that I'm trying to actually pitch. You know, a show that it's like 90s and 2000s nostalgia based, the King Woochi Show. So you know, check that out. And you know, pretty much, man, like I say, man, just a guy of the culture, man. Just always try to keep my ear to what's new, what's hip, you know, what's going on, man. Just all around guy, man.
I dig it. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Now, for y'all that are new here, make sure you hit that like button, consider subscribing and joining the fam. You know what I'm saying? We got a bunch of things coming up. You said this show will be airing, you said, on Thursday. You said so this Thursday, but what's coming up soon, right after this show, will be the Piston Power Show, where you said Red Line Radio has been invited back out to the IX Center for like the SEMA of Cleveland. So, and your boy, That Guy Dub, will be in the building. You said along with Mr. Lakes Vegas, Mr. Dynamite Dave, the Unscripted crew. We're all going to be out there. So if you guys are in the Cleveland area, make sure you come out, show us some love, everything like that. If you guys are wondering who this guy right here, this is Little Dub. You know what I'm saying? This is my mascot for my show. You know what I'm saying? He said he manages Big Dub. He said he keeps me out of trouble. Now, you know what I'm saying? You got to watch him because he out there. He's a wild boy. Now, we're going to start this thing off. You said talk about music because what actually you said got us linked back in was me doing the versus battles every day.
Right.
And you said it's like I wanted to start off because we came in an era of Atlanta hip hop that was like insane. Like when you had your Pastor Troy, you saying Baby D in the Oomp Camp, DJ Jelly, right. DJ Monte. You know, it was like my first question to you: What do you think was the pivotal thing that maybe set Big Oomp back? Because Big Oomp was everything to us.
I think they probably set themselves back, man, because they had the movement, they had the people, the marketing was there. Cause you remember they had Oomp Camp stores and they was there. I think what it was just, and with a lot of those earlier rap labels, whether it was Cash Money or No Limit, I just think what it was we were still, our people wasn't used to getting money yet. We wasn't used to, you know, we get the money and then you don't know what to do with the money. So I think a lot of people, you know, 1 foot in the streets and still 1 foot out the streets. That's the only thing I can guess, because like I said, like you said, man, they had all the football chants we had, the parties. It was like Oomp Camp base, and it was just like people from other states don't know that, but like Oomp Camp was in our eyes just as big as No Limit and Cash Money.
It was funny because I live here in Ohio now, and every now and again, usually when I'm leaving work, usually I have Pandora or whatever on my phone hooked up to the car, and it's been a couple times people have stopped me in the parking lot like, dude, what the hell is that? Because I've got literally East Side versus West Side blasting out of my car. And they're like, right. Is that some new shit? I'm like, bro, that ain't new.
It ain't new at all.
And it just takes me back.
Those is like Negro spirituals down here.
Yeah, for real. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like I said, you think of East, like if you couldn't fight, you didn't want to go to a party where they were playing Oomp Camp.
Nah, not between 2000 and 2005. No,
it was just crazy. Yeah, I remember one day you said we was at the National Guard and the old camp was supposed to be
Oh
there.
man.
And Baby D and them didn't even get to come out. Some niggas started saying Marietta, oh Marietta, and somebody said fuck Marietta, and we was in Marietta.
Right. And you know what was crazy about the camp was they was like a conglomerate because it would be like Lil Jon and the East Side Boys with him, Pastor Troy be with him, camp, and then it's like Sammy Sam. It'd be like, boy, it wasn't just like the camp. They be bringing other people with them.
Mm-hmm. Now, you said to me personally, I think you said had Camp made the right decisions, they were definitely more street than organized noise. But I think if they had made the right moves, they would be up there in the conversation with the organized noise because that's how powerful that movement was. You
I agree.
know, and you said, and like I think somebody that took that blueprint that Camp was starting and then was able to take it to the next level was a Soldier Boy. I think he took what you said with that Camp for formula and was able to turn his shit into it. It's like now, yeah, he's had number ones and everything like that, but he's always gonna be looked at as that kid rapper to us. Even if
Right.
like
You're right. I get what you're saying.
you know what I'm saying? It's like he tried to claim the street credibility shit, and none of us believe that shit, and uses. But and the fact, I think he knows that none of us believe that shit. So why do you think he's still out here trying to portray this gangster image?
I haven't the slightest clue because, like I said, it's like the same thing you keep saying. It's like I always look at him as a kid rapper, and he might be what about 31 or
I think he's
32 now,
35,
something like
36
that.
now. Yeah.
36, and I still look at him as like 19 or something. So I mean, and I think that's got something to do with like what his target audience or something. I don't think he's changing his target audience, even though his audience is grown with him. He's still kind of stuck between that 19 through 25. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You can tell how he acts. Like, that's, not to down him or nothing, because we all been young. You know what I mean? But that's around the age when you got that, that bravado about yourself where you want to be either gangster or heavily player or whatever it is, sometimes people just don't grow up mentally or something, man. That's most I can think. I don't know.
Right.
And then they
And he
be on
said,
that
now
other
where
stuff. They be on that other stuff too. So you know how
or
that'll slow
something.
you down.
Now saying that expounding on that, it's like what you say, how does it hit you when you see somebody like a Soldier Boy or like a Chris Brown that didn't grow up like that, but now they banging?
That's so weird to me because it's like you didn't even need to do that.
Right.
You didn't need Chris Brown, for example. I mean, I'm pretty sure he before he started doing the gang stuff, bro was not an unlikable dude. Everybody liked Chris Brown. He was just a cool little kid. He could dance, he could sing, and then it's like he went and joined the gang, and then now you just like whatever. You all over the place, and it was like for what? Like, what were you trying to get the guys' attention? That you
Right.
us guys gonna
And
follow whatever the women do, whatever the women like, we don't follow that. And it was like, what was I don't understand the R&B artist logic in that. I can see maybe the rapper guys, they want to keep a connection to the streets, but like Chris Brown, that's like the biggest I don't understand in rap. And I feel like you can look at it when he joined the Bloods to now where his career just kind of took a nosedive. You know what I'm saying? Where you like think about it. When Chris was dropping, Chris was back to back, and whatever he was dropping was just there, and it just like after a while, it's like you maybe tried to focus too much on that, and you probably got off track or something. But it's like, man, that street, if young folks, let me tell you something, that street stuff ain't gonna get you where you think you need to be at.
all right. Now you saying like, does that same thing apply to like a Wayne? Because like I don't think they were banging when they first started, but now they're they're throwing that shit up.
And that, like I said, like I mean, it's more understandable for rappers because, like I said, you want to maintain your street credibility. But I still don't understand. Like, what was the point? Like, we still liked you. No one was like, man, we got to. You didn't hear about, man, we got to get Wayne when we see him, or man, he wasn't having problems with nobody that I know of. I don't understand, man. I totally don't.
And
You
what's
stumping
crazy
me
is
right
because
now.
what's crazy is like the late great Nipsey Hussle. You know what I'm saying? I saw an interview with him where he was talking about it. He was like, I don't think that shit is cool, but I respect what they're doing over there. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that now that you in the industry, now you banging. I don't think that shit's cool. And I have to 100% you said agree with that. I think that shit is corny. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you come up,
Oh, I hate to cut you off. My bad.
okay, I was just gonna say is I don't understand it. It's not for me to understand. I've never been using a thug a day in my life. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it comes down to it, I can get busy in these streets, but you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not my thing, but I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying? Because
And it's
you look
like,
at like
and you
other
look
people,
at
you said
somebody like
they can check
Wayne,
in.
huh?
I was saying that you look at other people, they can check in with gang members for particular protection or whatever, what have you, if you want to go that route. But I think me personally, jumping in it all the way is stupid.
Right. And then it's like, and at that point of Wayne doing that, it was like you was already known. Like, we didn't know you for that. So it's like, now you got to make us believe that about you. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I think it starts more problems for you than anything. Cause look at it. Let's go back in time now. Even Tupac, and I'm probably one of the biggest Tupac fans.
Me too.
Now we know Suge Knight got him out of jail, and even if Tupac didn't officially join the Bloods, I think in his mind he felt like he owed them. You see what I'm saying? Like, I think he felt like, damn, I owe my allegiance to these guys because they helped me out, and he went the extra mile to have to prove to those guys that. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And the situation, we see what happened. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And these guys wasn't even on that kind of time he was on. You see what I'm saying?
Right. I think it's a lot of people have been talking about that. And they were saying that because Tupac, with him getting into acting, he couldn't never leave that Bishop character alone. You think that's a fair assessment?
You know what? And I look at a lot of them interviews, bro. And a lot of those people be saying he was crazy, like he was already like that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I can see that because you see what happened to Heath Ledger.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Like, those people like that is like, what you call them, impresarios or something, where they just give their all into what they doing to the point where some of that could have still been in him. Like, he tapped into something and it just tuck him there. You know what I'm saying? and like I said, but then you got some people who like so much, they so loyal. They loyal to a fault. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, damn, I feel like it might not be right, but I'm gonna fuck with these people. You know what I mean? It's like Tupac didn't have to be aligned with Bloods, but I can understand his situation. But like a lot of the times, when you really ask real gang members how they feel about it, they don't like it because they feel like, bro, we look at it like, oh, y'all just in a gang, but in California, that's like their culture. You see what I'm saying? Like, we don't understand it, but that's how they live. Right. And they look at it like, man, you being goofy trying to be like us, and we trying to be like you. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Now
I don't personally get it. It's like, y'all wait till you blow up, and it's like, we already rocking with you.
Right.
You didn't need to do that.
Exactly.
It's not one. If you can tell me one instance where somebody joined like a gang or a crew, and we was like, you know what, we like you now, I'd be like, oh.
Not one. Not one.
Not one.
Okay, now we're gonna shift gears a little bit, because you said we have these lists where you said where we rank, our favorite artists. And now I just want to ask you, because Biggie is always put in that top 5, always. Now, in your opinion, you said it's like, do you think he's put in that top 5 because of the substance of his work? Because you said we literally know he only had 2 albums. So can you really be a GOAT with only 2 albums? What do you think?
You really can't. You can be one of the. You know what? Because I can be biased and say this, but it's like being honest. You really can't be the GOAT compared to people who got like 5 albums.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? If you got 5 strong, solid albums and you only got 2, I can't. You see, it's hard. Mm-hmm. But I think what happens is we got to take an accountability. We got to take into account the impact the album dropped and the timing. Because look at it, like To Get Rich or Die Trying. I can easily, I to this day, I still listen to that album.
Me too.
You see what I'm saying? Not so much the second one though. You see what I'm saying? But it's like the first one is so good that you get so many cool points for it. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, and then it depends on who you're ranking them against too. Who the other people that we ranking them against? Like if you guys are ranking them against like Cameron and Mason, them, yeah, but then you start talking about like Jay-Z. Jay-Z has too many classic albums for you to say he's greater musically. You see what I'm saying? You seen the evolution of Jay-Z's career. You didn't never really see too much evolution in 50. Like it's eras of Jay-Z. You see what I mean? There's not eras of 50 Cent. You know what I mean?
I mean that's big facts.
You got 96 Jay when he wasn't really the man. Then you got the Blueprint era. Then you got the Black Album era of Jay. Now you got the older, more mature Jay. So it's like certain artists got levels to them. You know, certain artists don't have levels. You know, 50 Cent, he got a classic album. But once you got 3 classics compared to 1, it's not really comparable to me.
Right. Listen, now, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? It's like real, you said, because 50, I think, track for track, me personally, I think Ja Rule would wash 50 in a versus battle, personally, using because the catalog that Ja Rule had.
And when you look at how a versus is really set up, I agree as well. Because we can sit here and be like, oh, number 9, he was snapping, but when you line up every little thing that we do, what would I do without my baby? All the stuff with Ashanti, he had them pop hits, and it's like you got to be 20 songs. If they was to do 20 songs, I don't know if Ja Rule got 20, but he closer to 20 than 50.
I definitely agree with that.
50 got some hits now. But Ja Rule closer to 20 than 50.
Right.
I can say that.
Now, speaking of verses, you saying like I bring this up. You saying quite often. You saying and when we're talking about this, why? Like, who in the hell thought it was a good idea to put Bone versus 3 6 Mafia? Those are pretty much two different fucking genres.
I did not understand that for the life of me. Like, who? I guess because of what it. I guess see. You remember they used to be beefing when we was little. They was beefing.
Oh yeah. So
I guess that's what it was. But it's like, bro, they got hit like 3 6. Don't get me wrong, but you got to. Okay, let's see. Bone. Okay, let me try to say this the right way. I love 3 6. I'm in the car. I'm gonna probably listen to something 3 6 Mafia produced before I listen to something Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Right.
But when you get to talking about a song that we listen to every month on the 1st, you talk about a song we listen to when people die. They got songs with Mariah Carey, Biggie Smalls, Tupac, Eazy-E.
Phil Collins.
Bro, it's like, bro, you can't. And then they split off into separate groups. 3-6. I don't understand what. I feel like On Count verse 3-6 would have been a versus.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
That would have been a versus.
Especially for that'd have been
But
huge for the South.
But you see how versus is set up to the point where, like, if they would have went somewhere outside the South, it wouldn't have been received well. If they would have been like, "Who's Baby D?" But see, down here, Baby D is like he's the top. Well, not the
ATL
top.
royalty.
Exactly. They can go. They can do a show inside 285. They can make money within 285.
Oh yeah. You saying that's like.
But that was, I feel like that was the most mixed. It was a couple of verses that I felt like was not fair at all. I don't feel like Ross going against 2 Chainz was fair at all. I don't feel like it sounded good on paper, but I don't feel like the Teddy Riley versus Babyface was fair.
No.
It was kind of, because he had Michael Jackson, but we're talking about Babyface. Babyface.
Yeah.
Hold on, and there was another one. I was just Snoop Dogg versus DMX was like, and I mean, I get what y'all was doing in the early part of the pandemic. It wasn't a big idea yet, but it was like some of them they need to come back, and some people need to redo a versus again.
All right. Another one I thought was ass was it wasn't ass. It was just one-sided. Was the Locks versus Dipset. Dipset got washed.
That's the number. That was the number one. That was because you can see the egos in Dipset when they was on stage. It looked like, okay, I'm Cameron. Okay, you Jim Jones. I'm gonna sing my part. What y'all finna do? Locks looked like they were rehearsed, like they was all on one page. And when Jadakiss spit their freestyle, I was like, that's it. That's it. What you think was the best one?
To me, you said the best one. You said that's hard. I really like the Joe and Ja Rule one. You said because prior to my cousin, you said like putting me on to down south music. Because prior to South Cobb High School, I was strictly New York music, and that's it. Right. I hadn't had my ears turned because all of my family's from New York. So like once you said T.I., Baby D, Pastor Troy, I got around my cousin. He was like, "Bro, you got to hear this." So I started listening to it, and I fell in love with that shit. Right. And but saying that, I just say that those old school, you saying Fat Joe records that you saying that might not have resonated with certain people. I knew those records. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So to me, that was a really good one.
I'm gonna tell you one that wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. The Soulja Boy versus Bow Wow one wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Soulja Boy kind of held his own a little bit. I thought Bow Wow was gonna whitewash him.
Yeah. Because as much as I don't like Bow Wow at all, I agree.
I don't like it. That's that, because I'm thinking like, okay, Bow Wow. I'm thinking like Bow Wow finna shut this man down. I'm like, okay, Soulja Boy did have a little. Okay, he had a couple of. I was like, okay, dang, okay, Soulja Boy. But I feel like I'm gonna keep it real though. The best one, and I know it might just be a bias South thing. And I'm gonna tell you why it's my favorite one. The best one I seen was the Gucci and Jeezy one, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because that's what hip hop needed to see. If we could have got Biggie Smalls and Tupac to do that, or anybody who got beef for you know what I'm saying? Like grown men needed to see that. Like it's a lot of niggas who still writing, man, I don't listen to no Young Jeezy, man, I don't listen to no Gucci Mane, because they still picking sides from back in the day. And it's like, well, look, we grown now, man. A lot of this stuff, these kids is looking at me And when Jeezy said that speech, man, I was like, you know what? That's two grown brothers getting over. And then to see Gucci Man accept it and be like, yo, you right. You know what I mean? We carrying on. We 40 something now. We getting money. It was like, bro, that was like something that I wish a lot of. It was bigger than the music. It was something that more brothers need to be congratulating each other. You know, what you beefing over?
Right.
What you really when it really come down to it, and all these beef, what it be about? A girl, a little bit of money. Y'all got so much money now. You're rich. You got children. Your teeth fixed. You in shape. nigga going to Panera Bread, man. Come on, man. How you beefing and you eat Panera Bread?
Not that often.
You know what I mean? But I feel like, man, I feel like 50 and Jock could have did something like that too. You feel what I'm saying? Like you don't want. Come on, man. You don't want to keep seeing y'all 50 years old fighting. You know what I mean?
Especially to clear the air. You said, because at the end of the day, because we are grown men now. You said 50, you doing good. You about to start your own production studio and shit like that. It's like, you said like it'd be something for these kids. You know what I'm saying? That you said to be able to see that. You know what I'm saying? So you're absolutely right.
Like now, I was looking at Rick Ross and 50 Cent still be carrying on. I seen somebody in the comments, they were like, man, we too old to keep doing all this, man. You so rich, you know good and well I'm not finna kill you and lose my money. So what are you doing? You feel me?
I have no idea.
But I feel like that was a moment. I feel like even at that point in time, I was riled up looking at it like, oh, look at them. They singing the diss songs to each other. And it was like, come on, let's cut the crap. You see what I'm saying? It was like, damn. We needed to hear that. It's like at that point, so many rappers was getting killed and carrying on. It's like, come on, these is two of the top dudes. Hey, look, man, let's squash this crap, man. Let's show these guys a new way, something different. And like we can still have fun. Remember, bro, come on, man. We was young. It was beefs.
Oh, yeah.
It was beefs, but I don't even know if those niggas ever even seen each other and started fighting. Do you think LL Cool J was fighting Cool Mode? Like nobody was.
Nah, I don't think
like,
so.
It was different, but it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that, bro. It wasn't like that. So it's like, let's kind of tone it down. And if you kind of notice, it's been a while since a rapper done got killed. If you gotta look at it, how it was going, it was like once a month.
I mean, big facts. I mean, if you look at Vlad TV and you look at like the last few, the last few Young Jock interviews, not this current one, but the last few Young Jock interviews, every time they're talking, somebody had just gotten killed.
Somebody had just got killed. You're right. You're right. It's like,
so, I mean,
because I think what it's starting to be is, it's like you said, man, when you realize a lot of these young people getting this money so fast, bro, they don't even realize they got it. And it sounds crazy. Like you have $1.7 million after you paid your taxes. like you got a Picasso in your house. You know what I'm saying? You got a Maybach. You feel me? Like, come on, man. We got to get our priorities together, man.
Right. Okay. Now, also with you being a content creator, a lot of times content creators, they get, if you want to call it the short end of the stick, to where like if you look at somebody like a Queen Naja, I'll just bring her up. You said she blew up with that song Medicine, and he's like, or whatever. But prior to that, she was doing YouTube, and then you had people like a Lil Mo or other singers that would not give her credit. Oh, she's just a YouTube singer. It's like, why do you think there's a disconnect like that?
It's still that mentality we got, bro. It's still that same mentality. It's just like if we work a job, right? And when we both fix cars, me and you both fix cars. You started before me fixing cars, so y'all had to do everything by hand. I fix cars now, but everything we do is with machines, but we still work hard, you know what I mean? But your mentality gonna be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Y'all kind of got it easy, because you know what I'm saying? All y'all gotta do is just press a button. I used to, crank the screws instead of looking like, damn, I put the work in. So this young brother ain't got to do it like that no more. So we don't look at it like that. We just looking at it like, damn, I had to do it. Why you ain't do it? You a content creator. It's easy for you. And it might be just as hard because if you a content creator, it ain't easy. You think you going to go viral. And I'm going to tell you another thing. When you start doing content creation, you start realizing what viral really means.
Mm-hmm.
They'll bust your bubble real quick. You thought them 50,000 views was viral. No, they'll tell you, no, viral is like 5 million views. And you like, huh? But I feel like even with the more so the content creators that's comedians, the older guys don't like it because, like I said, they had to put in work going to a comedy club and writing jokes. And you got kids nowadays, they just make a skit, they funny, they doing this every day, and they getting way more money.
Mm-hmm.
They get endorsement deals. And it's like, bro, I've been doing comedy 40 years and I barely got a Chevy Camaro. You see what I'm saying? So I mean, I can understand someone being bitter, but at my eye, I look at it like you better go try to link up and see what they did. Because it's only gonna get worse for you if you got that mentality,
Mm-hmm. It's crazy because with especially with like Club Shay Shay, like right now, I mean, he's in like Cat Williams winning everybody. He's of course he's a Country Wayne's getting flack, and
right.
But what's crazy, but I think with the Country Wayne thing is I think that Godfrey was actually giving Country Wayne his props, and I think Country Wayne took it wrong.
I think he took it the wrong way.
And it actually made himself look like an asshole.
Right. And Godfrey's like he's one of them OGs that's in the game. You can look at him and he ain't been in no crap and he ain't got no smut on his name. You know what I mean? He one of them guys you can learn from. And like you said, he ended up calling Wayne like, "Yo, what's up, bro? We not on that, bro. I'm congratulating, because like you said, the game is gonna always continue to keep changing. It's gonna get to a point where how these content, it's gonna be some new coming down the line. These content creators gonna be saying the same thing. So if you don't evolve, you're gonna be stuck in time. You're gonna be stuck, man.
Big fan. Now you said like every time I use it on my show, like when I have a guest on, I try to pick my guest brain about teaching kids. And you said now one of my big things is about with kids and social media. Now these kids put whatever online, and you said they literally cannot handle the comment section. So, and what would you say to a kid that's struggling with, I guess, some vitriol in the comment section, and you said they don't necessarily know how to navigate it? How would you say go about that?
It's hard. It's hard because I understand. So we older now, but the most I can tell somebody, and I know, like I said, it's hard, but you got to focus on who's rocking with you. You looking through them comments and you see, man, you suck, and you see like 6 positive words, and you only getting stuck on out of 10 comments, 4 out of 6, you focusing on the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying? You feeding into the negativity, and I know it's hard because you might say something, you might be self-confident, self-conscious about your hair or self-conscious about your weight, but you have to understand you're putting yourself out there into a world of millions of people who they don't care about you. They don't care. All I care about is you. Do you make me laugh? Do you entertain me? Do you teach me something? Can you cook good? If not, your food look nasty. You're not funny. Your hair messed up. Your shoes messed up. You got to have some tough skin. It's not nothing I can tell you about being a content creator. If you're shy, this is not for you. If you're shy, you're self-conscious, believe me, man, before I make a video, man, before you got on, man, I'm brushing my hair. I'm making make sure there ain't nothing in your teeth. Make sure ain't nothing in your background. Because, man, people will see it, bro. I'm talking about, I seen a video, I didn't even notice it, dude. Like, man, I just seen a roach crawl on the wall. You got to be real. You got to be ready for that. You know what I'm saying? So you got to have tough. You got to have some tough skin, man. And just realize, boy, this world that we live in, they can get cruel. They'll be your friend in the beginning, but they'll turn on you. They will. You see what's happening to these celebrities.
Then see, like one thing that's like extremely funny to me is like when I see these fight videos, because them follow you for the rest of your life, which is insane. Because like back when we was coming up, if you got into a fight, if you wasn't there, you just wasn't there. You said, but now you said you got everybody's recording everything, so your shit on the internet forever now. Can you imagine? You like sitting there, like having to have that conversation with your child. Like I know, baby. You said that they got the better of you, but I guess dust yourself off and try again. Because damn it, boy.
And look, and then don't let it be a good fight where they done reposted it 3, 4, 5, 10 times. You can't even delete the original video. It's out there. You right though, and it's like being a content creator. It's like before, you know me from back then.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to start going back and thinking of all the bullshit you done said back in the day.
Yeah.
And all the crazy stuff you done said. Because and the thing, one thing I can say, I'm glad you brought that up. When you're a content creator, one thing I can say, even whether you're doing music, whatever you're doing, you have to take into consideration the people that are following you. Mm-hmm. So if you're gonna be homophobic, this might not be for you. Because you might have people that's following you. Your man Banks might be LGBTQ, and they might not even be looking at you like thinking you sexy. They just might rock with you.
Mm-hmm.
And you never know. You have to, when you're a content creator, you got to always be just kind of like, you got to be on your best behavior because you don't know who's following you. You might say something about handicapped people, and you just lost a whole bunch of your people because you said something not realizing. So it's like when I'm doing my content, I had to start another podcast so I can talk about this kind of stuff. Because with the show that I do, it's nostalgia based. And I didn't want to bring anything like outside of that into that. So I don't curse or anything. So I try to keep that image for that. But it's like at the same time, I got to come back and tell my people, hey, look, back in the day, I used to be on crap. So I might have said something, but I don't feel like that no more. But you got to be on your good behavior. You got to watch. It's kind of like almost like walking on glass almost, especially if you want to be one of the top creators. And you know what I mean? If you want to come into a positive light with people, you got to watch what you say. Watch who you're rude to. Watch who feelings you might hurt, because you never know. That's one thing I noticed. And once you get on that point where you disrespected somebody, you can watch the crowd stop rocking with you. Like I'm gonna tell you one thing. I hate to change subject. I was just looking at something today with Charleston White, and he said something about the kid's son, like I can call my son your son dead. And I just got to looking in the comments. I seen every comment was, nah, you wrong, Charleston, that's messed up. That's the kind of stuff right there that'll flip on you. You see what I'm saying? Just because you angry or you came out the wrong way, we all do stuff like that. We all gonna say some shit you shouldn't have said, but when you content creating, you got to watch that, because that'll be, especially when you beginning. When you kind of big and you say something, you can kind of do some crowd control and kind of patch it up. But when you in the beginning, that can be the difference between you not coming up and staying where you at.
Big fact. But see, like, as much as you want to talk, as much as people want to talk shit about Charleston White, one thing I do respect about him as a content creator is if he says something, he stands on it. You know what I'm saying? He's not going back down. You know what I'm saying? And I think we need more of that, because so many people are so fucking sensitive. You said just like a lot of times people want to coddle their kids or do kind of shit like that. And I actually had a video go I'm gonna use your track. I thought it went viral because I had about 50,000 views on the video. You know what I'm saying? But it was when that skit.
Man. If we get 50, we happy for our 50. Goddamn it!
Right. But it was the video where the baby mama, you said, was getting on the baby daddy about bringing his child McDonald's and nothing for her other kids. And what I said, I was like, well, y'all know how I feel about it. Fuck them kids.
Man,
And
listen.
the motherfuckers lost their shit about me saying fuck them kids.
And it's like, okay, I never understood what the problem with that is. It's like if the dude pull up, and I understand because it took me to get older to understand the other side of the logic. Like, okay, there's other little kids and they see, but it's like, that ain't my fault.
Right.
I got my child support. Why do the other man have to? If you have to, women don't understand it because they're looking at it from women. From birth, women are more caring than men.
Mm.
That's why a woman, if you give a baby, they automatically know how to be maternal. Men, we just whatever. So women gonna automatically feel like that. Men, we looking at it like, look, I'm taking care of my son. My son needs some shoes. My baby mama just called, said my son ain't 8. I spent my last $7 on a Happy Meal.
Right.
Why do I get punished because you got some old kids that ain't 8? I don't understand it, but I see how it looks to the other kids, you know. Mm-hmm. But why my son got to come hide behind the car and eat a cheeseburger or some nuggets? Because he's getting exhausted in his eyes trying to eat some chicken nuggets because the other guys ain't straight. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, but that's you know, that's the whole.
That's crazy. And like, since we're talking about like shit with social media, you said like one of the big things right now is the argument about going 50-50, which is like you would rather do 100% by yourself than to go 50-50. And like to me, 50 is like 50-50 is if I cook dinner, you set the table. You said if I make the money, you call and pay the bills. You said also real shit.
That's what the new generation is failing to realize. That it wasn't. They don't look at it like that. They looking at it like, well, I go to work. No, somebody got to cook. Somebody got to clean up. If I you go back in caveman days, I go get the bull. You skinning and cooking. That's 50-50. Right. I done did the hard part. I done went in the woods, got bit all up. I done killed this big ass bull, drug him all the way 20 miles home. Me tired. Me feet hurt. You skin and cook. You feel me? That's how I go. Right. Like if I go to work all day and you don't work, it's no reason the house shouldn't be clean. Either man or woman.
Exactly.
Man or woman.
And he said man or woman. So all you dudes that are out here watching me right now, you saying if you're sitting at the house playing PlayStation all goddamn day and your woman is out there working, you should take a break off the game for at least an hour and a half before she gets off of work and get that house together. I promise you.
Let me tell y'all something, fellas. And it's gonna get off the path for a little bit. But look, man, a woman will rock with you, man. A woman gonna smell them stinking socks you got, them stinking shoes. Just play your part. We know she make more than you. Like you just said, look, you know she get off at 5. Why are you still on that game at 4?
Right.
If you don't get that, sweep them, get that pile of clothes up off that floor. Help that woman out, man. Go in there. If you try to cook something, she don't care. Help them kids with the homework. Like that's like a lot of them dudes, and they be thinking that the women want them to do so much more. It's the little thing. Make sure this house clean when I get here. Make sure that, and it goes both ways though. It goes both ways, but a lot of dudes, and I think it's worse for men because men is supposed to naturally be, you know what I mean, providers. It's like in a lot of cases, what men don't understand is a lot of time women make more money than the man anyway. And this time, in this day and age, the women have better jobs than men. So if she bringing in the duckies, man, baby, fuck it. When she came home, look, baby, I got some the kids in the bed already. They already done ate. you got to work together. People don't work together, man. Everybody at their own thing.
And I'm gonna get this little PSA as well. Because a lot of you women, and I had this with my last guest, comedian Tyrone Gaines. You said up here in Ohio. He's in Cleveland comic, funny as hell. He's got a joke where he says that he's tired of women saying they have masculine energy. He's like, you don't have masculine energy, you're just a jerk. Where are all these fucking masculine women out here throwing footballs and shit with their son? You said you don't see it. You're just angry. You should stop saying you have masculine energy.
You know, another term that's crazy when I hear like alpha female, like it's no such thing as an alpha female. Like that's a male term. How are you alpha? You're just a dominant woman. Like that's just like you said. Everybody masculine energy till it's time to move that sofa down them steps.
Right. That shit is hilarious.
Yeah, man. It's just like I guess we just living in a world. I just say we just live in a world that's so free now. Everybody just free to think. Like you might meet somebody and you ask them how many genders it is, they tell you if there's unlimited. You like, all right, you're going about my business because you ain't gonna hear what I'm saying and change your mind. Everybody just free thinking these days, man. Just ain't no order these days. It's no order these days. Just however you feel. If you feel like
now it's funny to me because you said, like I said, you can feel like you were born as a woman now. But if I walk into Chase Bank right now and say I feel like I'm a billionaire, they're gonna look at me like I asked them the square root of something. It's like,
yeah.
So where do we differentiate how you feel? Like I said, you can feel how you feel, but at the end of the day, you're not gonna tell me the sky is purple when I know it's blue.
Like I said, man, it make you sound old. You feel me? Like I hate to always be like, man, I hate to sound like the old man, but it's like some of the ideologies we grew up with is just like out the window now, and it's like people just think whatever they think is their reality now. You know, it's like however you think. If you feel like I just got to the point and I just realized, look, we all different. That's all I can say. We're just all different, and we live in a time now where it's okay to be different. You know what I mean? It's you know, we accepting stuff that we wouldn't have accepted 20, 30 years ago, you know?
Facts.
And it's just like I don't know how to get it. I feel like stuff ain't gonna never go back to how it was. So I feel like the most we can do is if we know the right way, just instill it into our people and hope they can work it into their everyday life, man.
Facts. You know, we still got a little bit of time left. You said, like, what projects do you have coming up here soon?
Well, I say I do the King Woochi show, and like I said, it's a nostalgia base for anybody that follows me. I started doing like the blast to the 90s and 2000s and stuff, and blast to the 80s, or I'll do like whatever day of the week it is. I'll be like, where were you on this day in history? So what I did was I just brought it all to one show, brought it to like one platform, and I got a performance on it. I got a cooking segment on it. So that's pretty much the main thing I do. And I do it. I was trying to do like 2 shows a month, but just you know how much it costs to try to get people. You know how it is, but you gotta try to get folks. Folks don't be on the same time, and so it's like, okay, so I'm doing one a month. So I'll do 1 episode a month. I do the Big Timers podcast with my buddy Rich Espy. I still do music. I'm still doing music. I'm actually going to release my last album. You know,
okay.
I feel like with the music, maybe that just wasn't my thing. It was supposed to be my thing, but I'm gonna just give it one last album because I always told myself I was gonna do 6 albums. And, So just to stick to what I said, so like later on this year, I'll probably drop that last album. But I'm pretty much just sticking to trying to produce shows, uh, uh, any kind of content I can create. I want a cooking show. Like I want shows that can like actually go on like on a network. You know, I'm trying to produce
Right.
shows so I can eventually start getting into like short films and films eventually.
Well, I'm gonna try to make it down there this year. You said, like I said, I'm gonna try. But you said like any content creators, especially like if you're in the South, you said when you get certain events, it's certain events you definitely want to try to be there too. Now, of course, they're not free, but you
Oh,
said
I
like
know that.
something like a Rick Ross car and bike show. That is a huge social media networking event. So
Right.
like if you can get to something like that, because you're trying to figure out how to you can boost your platform, and, things like that. From you said two content creators to you guys watching, you said you want to look for these type of events. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right. Any
a lot of like
new
a simple
restaurants.
way. It's like a simple way that you said to get in. Like if there's a car show in your area, or if you said hell, there could even be using a fucking flea market. You go there, start recording, buying shit, you said like shit like that, and it's like you come up with certain titles for your videos, and you said that does help propel you saying your video into the algorithm and stuff like that. But you said for those that are trying to get started and want to know how to get started, those are a couple of ways to go about that. You know what I'm saying? Now, you said, bro, you got any other tips you can give to the people?
Yeah, like you said, man. When you stick to content, because when I look at content, I always kind of look at it because it's still a competition. I look at the content that the people create, and I try to see like what can they do like from what else they do. Like so let's just say you do skits. I try to see okay, so what else can they do with their content? Okay, eventually a skit might turn into movies or plays or you know what I mean. So I feel like when you're doing content, like some people cover songs. So what you gonna do after that? You see what I'm saying? So always have other options for what you do. And like you said, content. Always pick that camera up because once you build a fan base, people want to see what you do. You can go to
Mm-hmm.
try new restaurants. Restaurants is always a big one. People want to see what you eat. People want to know when you go to them cities what restaurants to go to. Like you said, car shows, any event where people are going to be at, especially when you're a content creator. When you're a content creator, you're the brand, so people want to know what you do. They want to know what you eat. They want to know what shows you watch. So you get in there, critique movies, critique
Mm-hmm.
songs, critique albums, critique restaurants, critique anything. Just as long as if you're a content creator, you should always be coming up with some kind of content, some until you find what sticks for you. When you find what sticks
Mm-hmm.
for you, that's when you go. But until then, you just keep because it's not nothing's a bad idea. It's all when
Mm-hmm.
you being a content creator, it's all about being a personable personality, personable. You want people to like you. You want them to keep seeing you. And you might be the kind of person like how I was at first. I didn't like taking pictures. I didn't like none of that kind of stuff. But it's like now people want to see you. They want to see you how you have fun. You smoke weed?
Right.
What kind of cigarettes you smoke? What kind of backwoods do you smoke? Or what kind of beer you drink? People want to know. So always be personable and be personable and keep that camera rolling. Gotta keep that camera rolling.
Right. And always market yourself. You see, like we got
Uh,
Lil Dub here. You said
hey,
Lil
I
Dub
like
was
that.
brought to you by you said my guy Denver Morales on Facebook. Look him up, CIA Customs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm marketing my ass off. You know what I'm saying? Got my jacket,
Hey,
the Dub on it, everything.
you gotta
These
get
like,
these action figures though.
hey man, I'm out here.
Hey man, one thing I got to say, man, before we even start, man, I got because I went on social media, man, after my mom passed. But man, my boy Curtis passed, man. I just want I ain't seen too many people shout my boy out, but that was a dude, man. Good artist. Good
Yeah.
artist was it, man. Now what made me say that was when you I was listening to my Google Drive and I got a song from him that he sent me. I was like, damn, man, that was been wonderful. You know what I'm saying? I know that was how I got Curtis. I was like, man,
Yeah.
I gotta keep my boy name going, man. That was a dude, man. No matter what I was going through, he was gonna always support. You know, it's not a lot of people who gonna support what you do and put aside what they do to support what you do. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. We definitely got to salute our brother, man. You were saying it was just crazy because you know what I'm saying we lost touch, and I mean, like, dude, I felt bad ever since I got the news because I was going through some shit with the wife, and you know, and like he needed me, and I didn't have it. You know, and I just got off. You know, what I'm saying, like going through some stuff with the wife, and I was like, bruh, I can't help you. I mean, he said, where I'm at right now, I kind of got to cut you off. You know what I'm saying, and then we stopped talking, and I get to you saying the information a couple years later, about a year or so later, that you said he had passed, and I was like, God damn, man. He's like, that shit still bothers me to this day, man. I ain't even cap too.
Yeah, he went to the same dialysis clinic as my mom.
Mm-hmm.
So when she passed, he one of the first people to hit me up. You know what I'm saying?
It was like we definitely want to say you send prayers up using to our brother, man, because you said he was a good dude, man. He's a real good dude. He's funny. He didn't let his situation define him. He was just genuinely him.
At all, bro. That's why I say like good brother, man. Good brother.
He's I ain't gonna cap to you. God definitely gained back a good one. I ain't gonna cap to you. Like his heart was pure. He was like, dude. It was many a times I would literally be having a bad day. Or not necessarily a bad day, and he would say something was bothering me or something like that. He would literally do that impression of E40, and my side would be hurting.
Yes.
My side would be hurting.
One thing about him, that nigga knew his music. He knew that South and that West Coast music like it was nothing. He could tell you, man. I remember he told me we was in he's like, man, you know about the I'm About It beat? I'm like, what? He's like, you know that beat a mistake. The machine, the NPC messed up. So that's how they got that sound. I'm like, damn, for real? And in my head, I'm thinking, man, that nigga don't know what he's talking about. Went and go look this shit up, and it was actually a real story. Like, damn, he knew what he was talking about.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah, man, that's my guy, man.
Man, you said prayers up to him, and you said healing energy to his family, man.
But what you got coming up, man?
All right, what I got coming up, like I said, we got the Piston Power Show coming up. You saying April 6th. I will be in the IX Center in Cleveland. You saying make sure y'all stop at the Red Line Radio LLC booth. I'll be outside. I'm still booking guests for my show. You see, it's like when I do my show, like I said, we do it via a video chat, so people can be anywhere they want to be. You know what I'm saying? It's like a crazy thing today. You said y'all don't know that the hell we were going through trying to get everything right before we started recording today, but it comes with the territory. We got it. You said we got it together. You're getting it done. You said one thing if I can give to the people, man, never give up on your shit, chase your dreams. Because at the end of the day, if Killer Mike can win 3 Grammys, you can do anything. Period. And that's not taking nothing away from Killer Mike, because Killer Mike is dope. But for the simple fact that he's in his 40s, and won 3, swept at the Grammys. Come on, dog. Well, he said it's never too late for you, man. Now, yes, sir. Now, with that being said, if you guys like this video, make sure you smash that like button, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss another video. Now, without further ado, I love you. Lil Dub loves you. King Woochi loves you. We out of here, man. Peace.
Hey, man, look, man, you can call me anytime to do a show, man. Anytime, man.
You know, where the fuck Dub at, man? Where the fuck he go? Here I am. You looking for me? Yo ass is boy, that guy Dub, and I'm back with another video. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Deuce from me and my big bro. Yeah, fuck this mill. He said he gonna teach me how to wrestle, man. I'm gonna win the belt. Yo, cause I'm back for ya. The boy Dub Deuce in the building.